Hey, I'm Jesse Broadwater.
And I'm Chelsea with the Pink Arrow Project.
Join together with us and other passionate archers from all around the globe
in the Taking Aim at Cancer Challenge 2018 to defeat cancer in my lifetime.
Everybody, Greg Poole here at Bowjunky Media. We're at the 2018 OPA event at Seven Springs Mountain Resort. Let's take a moment and look at the participants in our women's expert shootdown.
Paige Gore, and I'm from Red Bluff, California.
Madison Rakowski, Boyertown, Pennsylvania.
Emily McCarthy, Wisconsin.
Erin McGladdery from Marsden, Saskatchewan, Canada.
Hey everybody, this is Greg Poole at Bowjunky Media, bowjunkymedia.com. We're at the 2018 OPA here in Seven Springs. This weekend's coverage is brought to you by Carbon Express Arrows, here with esteemed colleague, Elite Pro Staff Manager Darren Christianberry. It's time for the women's experts.
It is. This will be good. Paige Gore, she is a dot shooting machine. She has a 9-point lead. But I did hear that her last two targets of a scoring today, she shot 2 5s back to back. So
really,
she had a very big lead going into the last two. Unfortunately, made a couple boo-boos, but she's still got a pretty nice lead to start this shoot off.
Absolutely. Here we go. So Erin McGladdery threw down the 14 card, by the way.
She did.
Erin McGladdery is going for a 14 on the Wolverine right off the giddy, and that looks like a pretty decent arrow from Erin McGladdery. So. So let's run through these.
This could be good.
Yeah, this is going to be super interesting. Now, Erin McGladdery and Paige are super BFFs.
Oh yeah.
So they train together, they hang out together. It's going to be interesting. Maddie Rakowski shot amazing today.
Yeah,
and a 12 for Paige Gore right off the bat.
Wow.
That's what she needed to do.
For sure, because these girls are going to be coming after her. Maddie's got a good-looking arrow down there. Pretty impressive looking target.
Yes, Maddie on that Bigfoot.
Kind of looks like Joby.
8 for Maddie Rakowski. I wonder if they pay Joby likeness rights for that Bigfoot target.
He's a big burly guy.
It is. About as hairy. All right, let's go here. So we got Emily with a 10 on the ram. And Emily has herself a pretty decent coach out there at this time as well. Here we go, Erin McGladdery.
She's dropping that 14 card.
She got the 14 card. Seeing if he's shuffling. He's shuffling. And a 14 for Erin McGladdery right off the bat. Erin's not afraid.
That jumped her right up into second place.
Sure did. And that 12 from Paige is going to be even bigger because of that. So here we go. 10 for Beth McConnell. Let's go to the PSC leaderboard. All right, Darren, here we go. This is arrow number 2 in the women's expert here at the 2018 OPA at Seven Springs. This weekend's coverage brought to you by Carbon Express Arrows. As you can see from the Vortex yardage graphic there, the Grizzly Bears at 54 yards, Bigfoot at 60, the Ram at 49, the Wolverine at 36, and the Deer at 49. Here at the OPA, they shoot only Reinhardt targets.
And these girls got some mad skills.
They do. Maddie made a run today. I wasn't expecting to see her up there, but there she is. Paige Gore, obviously. She's the defending champion. That's to be expected. Erin McGladdery, though, is probably going to be the most aggressive shooter we have in the field today.
She's taking a deep breath out there. She's got a big smile on her face right now, but she's got her game face on when she's getting ready to draw the bow.
No doubt about it. And coming out and hitting a 14 right off the bat's not going to hurt
her confidence has to be soaring right now.
Here we go. So our leader, Paige Gore, shooting at the Bigfoot.
It's a good-looking shot.
Erin McGladdery shooting for the deer. I don't see any other 14s thrown down here. All right, so here we go. One more archer at full draw.
That's Maddie still at full
Yep,
draw at the
Maddie's
bedded ram.
holding for a minute.
Good looking arrow.
All right, here we go. Let's get out there and call these arrows here. We got Aaron McGladdery on the Reinhardt deer with a 10.
Aaron's going to need more rings to catch Paige.
There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So here we go. We got Emily McCarthy with husband Dan McCarthy in tow.
He's coaching again.
He is coaching again. It worked out pretty good last time. 10
Yeah.
for M. McCarthy. M's going to need to hit some rings to stay on the podium, I think.
Yeah, yes, for sure.
So here we go. Maddie Rakowski, who's colleging it up these days.
Yes.
She's probably on summer right now, but that's a 10 for Maddie. Maddie was doing the school thing and trying to shoot. And
She had an
so-
abbreviated tournament season because of school. Her commitment there, she couldn't get loose and shoot as many tournaments as she wanted to.
And a 10 for our leader, Paige Gore. Beth McConnell looks like she has a little bit of a tall arrow up there.
I don't know if she
don't-
dropped the
I
14
don't
card, but
see.
she's got a
and
10.
a 10. 10 for Beth. So let's go to the PSC leaderboard and see how things are shaking out. All right, Darren, here we go. This is arrow number 3 and the women's expert here at the OPA at Seven Springs. This weekend's coverage brought to you by Carbon Express Arrows. As you can see from the PSC leaderboard there, our defending champion, Paige Gore, is showing no signs of slowing down.
No.
We did have a big move from Aaron McGladdery with that 14 right off the bat, but I think Paige is probably just going to center 10 this out and see if anybody can try to come to her.
I would think so. And Aaron did make a big move, jumped all the way into second place with her 14, but Paige still has an 11-point lead over her right now.
Right. And that's quite a bit out here, especially with the wind and the distance.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you can, there's really no chump change 14s out
Well,
here.
and Paige has already shot the 2 toughest targets, too, so I don't
Right.
expect her to make any mistakes. So these girls are going to have to hit rings to try to force her hand.
Exactly. The wind did just pick up there a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Paige is being really patient. She's waiting.
She's in the position to wait.
Yeah.
And she's shooting that bedded ram down there, so that's definitely not one where you want to have a huge mistake. Looks like Paige had a little bit of a high arrow there.
Mm-hmm.
Paige being coached by Tate Morgan.
Maddie made a good shot on the
Yeah,
Wolverine.
So here's the wind. Here's the wind.
Yeah, it's blowing.
The wind's here now.
That's definitely enough wind to affect these arrows.
Yeah, and Chris Perkins and Jesse Broadwater and them are probably like, awesome.
Yeah. I don't think they're nervous.
That 10. 10 for Aaron McGladdery. It's going to put her to 393. And the Bigfoot. Beth with a 10. Hey, she's hanging in there with 10s
She
each
sure
time.
is.
You just never know what can happen when you do that.
I don't know much about Beth, but I do know she is a good archer. So
Yes. Eight.
8 for Miss Paige.
8 for Paige. That's not going to be what she's looking for there. All right, here we go. Maddie Rakowski, see if she can make up some ground on Paige here. She definitely needs to do something. And a 12
She
for
got
Maddie
it.
Rakowski. So Maddie does exactly what she needs to do. Picks up 4 points right there and brings it to under a 10-point lead.
Mm-hmm. That puts her tied with Aaron again now. So we have a tie for second
That's
right
a
now.
fact. Here we go. Emily McCarthy with a 10 on the deer. Let's go to the PSC leaderboard. right, everybody, here we go. This is arrow number 4 and the women's expert here at the OPA. Joined by Darren Christian Berry, Elite Pro Staff Manager. Paige Gore just seems to be kind of cruising right here. She did shoot an 8 right there. Maddie shot a 12, as everybody could see from the PSE leaderboard, so things are closing in there. Can't sleep on Erin McGladder either, but she's just going through the roughest part of the course right now.
Yeah, she's shooting the 2 longest targets, the last one and this one here, so, you know, she can hit the rings, but the odds are stacked against her. Boy, that looks like a good shot she put right there. Erin's not done yet.
All right, here we go. This is Maddie on the deer, closest to us. Looks like her arrow is a little bit low down there.
Low.
And an 8 for Maddie. That's going to give back that 12 she shot last arrow.
Puts her at a 401. Paige on the shortest target out there.
So I was kind of expecting Paige to throw down a 14 just because, but
I wasn't.
10. Well, you know, sometimes Paige likes to live on the wild side.
Yeah.
But she also likes to win.
I guarantee it. She likes that Bowtech money.
Yes. And that OPA money.
And that OPA money.
And a 10 for Beth. Beth just 10ing it out.
She is.
Something to be said for slow and steady. So here we go.
We've seen that happen before.
We have Erin McGladdery with a 10 on the
that
Bigfoot.
was a good-looking arrow.
All right, here we go. Emily McCarthy on the grizzly bear. And a 10. So we're on a run of 10s here. Let's go to the PSE leaderboard and see how things are moving. All right, Darren, here we go. This is our 5th and potentially final arrow, and
Yes.
we say that because we're in the women's expert class here at the OPA, and Paige Gore has the opportunity to close this out here with a bonus ring.
If she hits a 12 or a 14 and Erin just shoots a 10, she'll have an 11-point lead over her closest competitor, and we will not need a final arrow.
Yes, and Erin McGladdery's on the bedded ram out there at 49 yards. It's that's not been heavily ringed so far today. Paige hasn't. I'm not sure if Paige has even gunned super hard for rings today.
No,
but she could sure use one here to close this out.
She shot a little left on the stone sheep, the bedded sheep, and shot an 8, but that's her only blemish right now.
All right, so here we go. Not sure what exactly.
I think Emily's deciding what to do here.
Yep. Well, she's
now we're ready.
Emily's on Bigfoot, so there's not a whole lot of options, I don't think. Although I will say the 14 on the Bigfoot's bigger than the 12 on the Bigfoot. Just saying.
It looks bigger.
It is. Paige Gore with a high arrow looks like down there, so depending on what Erin McGladdery does here, we could potentially.
Was there a 14 card dropped over there at all?
There was by Beth. Beth McConnell dropped the 14 on the Wolverine.
Gotcha. Okay, here we go for
So
Maddie.
here we go, Mountain Grizzly on the far left for Maddie with a 5. So that's pretty much going to effectively end Maddie's day.
Yes.
And any opportunity she had for the podium as well.
I think so.
10 for Emily McCarthy. So Emily's just 10'd out the whole shoot down. Which, depending on the strategy, might not be a bad idea.
No.
Erin McGladdery on the stone sheep. 8 for Erin McGladdery. I think that was close to the 14 they were verifying.
Paige can win this if she gets double digits right here.
It looks that way for sure, doesn't it?
Beth shot at the 14.
10. So here we go. If this is a double digit, that's going to be the end of our shoot-off.
I think so.
And a 10 for Paige Gore.
Puts her
and
at
Paige Gore is going to be your
422.
2018 OPA Women's Expert Champion. Everybody, this is Bowjunky Media. We're here at the 2018 OPA at Seven Springs. This is your women's expert shot of the shootdown.
There's a couple of them. That would be Erin McGlattery's 14 on the very first target, which jumped her up the leaderboard. And then that put her in second when it was over, but Paige, she just cruised to victory by keeping it mainly in the 10 ring there. So that was your shots of the shootdown.
No, yeah, I agree 100%. Paige came into this with a pretty good lead, not as big a lead as it should have been, shooting 2 5s on her last targets for score. But Paige, as usual, does exactly what she needs to win.
Yes.
Hey everybody, it's Greg Poole here with Bowjunky Media. We're with, to the surprise of nobody, the 2018 OPA Women's Expert Champion, Paige Gore. How's that feel?
Pretty good. I was a little nervous actually, so I'm glad it's done.
So on that last arrow, all you needed was a 10 to basically close it out. No sixth arrow. Was that something that was on your mind at all?
Honestly, I can't not aim at the dots, so I just aim at every single one regardless. Right. So same thing, I just aimed at it like normal. But yeah, I mean, obviously I was doing the math the whole way, well, making Tate do the math the whole way through. And so, I mean, I knew where I was. I obviously didn't want to lose points from where I started, and I was hoping, my goal was to make it so there was no sixth arrow, so I pulled it off, and that was good. Okay,
so since you won and there was no sixth arrow, I have to ask you about aiming at dots and hitting them. What happened with the 2 5s to end the day today?
They were really long targets. My marks are low. So like out here, I added a yard to everything. Out there, it's more like 2.5. And we hadn't shot any above 70 for like most of the day. Gotcha. I got out, dumped a low 5, and was pretty mad about it. So the last target was like a 66. And I was like, I'm not going to miss low. And I ranked on it, and I shot a high 5. So I came off the course pretty salty today. So it's nice to be able to turn it around and again see that, okay, it was marks. I'm good. I'm back on.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations once again. Now, you've had an incredible amount of success at Reading. You've had now obviously super dominant here at the OPA. What's next for Paige?
I actually go to Germany for the World Cup, and then I have 2 more national FIDAs. I have the Pan American Championships in Colombia, and then the World Field Championships, NAA, in Italy. So I still have a lot of big stuff left for the year, so I'm definitely not winding down. I'm still going.
Full speed ahead. Well, congratulations, Paige.
Thanks, Greg.